You like that belly rub? Oh, Sam. Alright, I'm in my garden. It's been raining off and on all day long. Finally, there's a break in it, so I'm out. Just looking at my garden. I've got to figure out what I need to do, and one of my main problems right now is I've got strawberries to harvest again. Well, it's not a problem, but it's, you know, gotta keep up with it. I don't want to waste any. So I want to talk about onions. My onions are doing well, but I'm not the greatest at growing onions because I'm kind of my second year of growing onions. Last year was a total failure. I planted like 30 onions and only got 2 up, 2 back. Do you guys cut the tops off, and does that actually improve the size of your onions? From what I've researched, every stem on the onion represents a layer of the onion. And I'm looking at like this one, and that looks like a good amount of stems, but then this one only has 3 little stems. That's a tiny little onion. This one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 stems. So that one's gonna be a good onion. But if I just let it grow, will they just keep putting out stems and get bigger, or will chopping them actually help? I don't know, because I've never done that before. And from what I've seen on the internet, some people say it doesn't make a dang difference, and other people say it really helps. What I'm gonna do is go through my patch of onions and only chop the ones that look, you know, like they need a little help growing bigger, like the one I just showed you with the 3 little stems. And also from my research, I've realized that I think I've buried my onions a little too deep. Looks like everyone's onions are like pretty much right at the top of the dirt, and I've buried mine just a little bit. You know, I'm not saying they're like way down into the ground. Well, that one is. So I buried mine 2 or 3 inches into the ground, and apparently that's just, I wasn't supposed to do that. You just bury it like 1 inch into the ground. So yeah, you know, rookie mistake. So I'm gonna get going cutting some of the tops off, and from what I've seen, like, I'm gonna cut this one out. This one only has 3 shoots and 1 tiny one growing right there. Yeah, you don't just cut right to the bottom, you just cut like that, and you leave it like that. And some people harvest these to eat, but I've got tons of green onions growing already, so I'm not gonna bother with that. And I'm also gonna cut the ones that are flopped over like that. So yeah, cut that one off, cut that one off. I don't know, just if this helps, I hope it does. I'll have bigger onions. If not, oh well. Yes, that one was going to seed already. The rains bring out all the slugs. Alright, so as you can tell, I've chopped a few of them. Keep my fingers crossed that they aren't, I left quite a few also. Not gonna touch them, because if this doesn't work, then at least I'll still have a few onions, you know. Potatoes, hard to keep up with them. They have really grown. So I covered them up to here last time, and then they have grown. Just they've grown. Even the tiny ones are growing. It's looking very nice and healthy. And we will go to the one I buried right there. The stick marks where it was buried. and they have just bolted out of the ground. So yeah, I also buried that one. The leaves were rotting, but they, you know, outgrew the dirt. So yeah, I need to bury my potatoes again. Yeesh. But you gotta do what you gotta do to, you know, make things happen, right? Right? But here's the problem I have. Stupidly, I've threw a bunch of potatoes along the side of my beds, and I can't build any more dirt up to cover these potatoes anymore. So, but I've got a solution for that. Hopefully this solution works. Line the entire sides of my bed with sticks like that, so I can, and then cover it with leaves like this on the sides. Hopefully that will keep the dirt in for long enough for the potatoes to do their thing. Here's that tiny little potato. It's growing. It's growing. I don't know what I'm gonna get out of it, but it's growing. I've got to make quite a bit of sticks. I don't know if I'm gonna do that right now, but like I said, I do need to get to my potatoes. My tomatoes are doing great. I've had rain for the last 2 days, and I think because of the rain, shot up real quick. I gave all my peppers and my tomatoes a sprinkling of Epsom salt, and I think it's helped out a little bit. My peppers are starting to flower, which I don't want to do right now, so I'm gonna pull the flower buds right now and let them concentrate on growing a little bit before they start flowering. So with my trellises, I'm just gonna wait just a little longer for my tomatoes to get just a little bit taller before I start running strings down for them to climb up on. Maybe some of these are ready, but yeah, they don't need trellising right at this moment, but I'll get to it as soon as it gets just a little bit taller. I planted green beans last week, and they have shot out of the ground since this rain's come. Green beans on this side, and this is yellow beans, Cherokee something, Cherokee wax. So yeah, I need to build a trellis for the beans here soon. It won't be anything like a monster like this one. No, it's just gonna be bamboo sticks every 5 feet and string, and to hold them up. I cleaned up my rabbit cages area this morning, but it was raining and drizzling while I was doing it, so I didn't bother filming it. Got myself a wheelbarrow of crap. So I'm gonna put some of it in my garden, but I'm a little late with adding nitrogen to my garlic. I should have done that like right at the beginning of spring. Totally forgot I was supposed to do that. Like I said, first year I remember reading about it. You're supposed to hit them with nitrogen so the bulbs get real nice and big, but totally skipped my mind. And then I was reading about garlic last night and just realized I should have done that. Of course, spring's about to end, but oh well, it can still help, right? So I'm gonna do that right now. If you're wondering about rabbit poop's fine to use, you know, as soon as they poop it out. You know, you like chicken manure, like you can't just use straight up chicken manure and put it into your garden. That's you can't do that. But with rabbit poop, it's all right. And as soon as you harvest it, you clean it up. You can dump it into your garden. You don't have to put it on a pile and wait a year or however long to break down a little bit. Like with chicken poo, you have to wait until it dries up and then you could apply it to your garden. But like I said, rabbit poop, just go for it. So yeah, I'm gonna do that with the rest of the rabbit poop. I'm just gonna sprinkle around all my plants. Really looks like my cucumbers could use a little bit of help because they haven't done anything. Alrighty, now all the poop's been spread. When you spread the poop, just make sure it's not like clumps of it on the leaves. Alright, so like I've been talking about, my potatoes are just growing faster than I can hill it up. The only problem I have is, can't just keep on hilling it up because the dirt's just falling off to the side now. I'm gonna try to make a stick fence like that and then see if it will hold enough of the dirt up in there. I'm gonna try to line it with leaves also, so it doesn't, so that all the dirt does come, slip through the cracks and everything. But hopefully I have enough leaves for that. Hopefully it works. I have no idea. Now just trying new things. So that's kind of what I've been doing all afternoon. Bunch of branches cut into I think about 16-18 inches, but I'm pretty sure I don't have enough. One way to find out, right? Let's get to it. Yeah, just like I thought. I'm a little shy of sticks. I only got to about here. So that's what it looks like so far. I'm gonna start filling the sides with leaves. I'm just gonna take the leaves out of the aisle and fight the weeds later. Gonna now come in here with some buckets of dirt and start filling it in and push it up against. So not very hard, but just enough where it holds in place for potatoes to grow. That's it. I'm pooped. I'm tired. I'll finish up the sticks on this side. I just need to go make some more. But give you a closer look at what it. I buried tons of potatoes this time. I didn't care. I just buried it. As soon as I get more sticks all the way down here, I could probably bury these just a little bit better. But yeah, there was a lot of little ones in between here. I said, whatever, I'll bury it this time. Hopefully that one that grew back from when I buried it wasn't a fluke and I killed all my tons of little tomatoes and potatoes down there like that one. Almost buried it all. Yeah, but there's a whole bunch of little ones right in between here that I just completely buried. And these will be just pushed up against the side. Keep burying that. There should be one buried right here. Hopefully that pops up. There's a lot of them buried right here and right here. My name is Sang. This is Growing Little Country Homestead. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.